Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Midday News, reaching you live from our Abuja studio. We begin the news in Lagos, where an early hour fire outbreak razed the commercial story building housing computer and accessories dealers on Somoye Osundoro Street, Computer Village, Ikeja, Lagos, destroying goods worth millions of naira. Mia Nakiri is at the scene of the incident and joins us live from Lagos. Mia, if you can hear me, this is the second major fire incident in Lagos within the past 4 weeks, raising concerns about safety and loss of lives and property. Can you tell us if there is any update on what happened at that area yesterday?
Well, I can confirm that between the hours of 1 a.m. on Tuesday morning, residents of Somoye Ogundairo, woke up to the shocking fire incident where a building behind me with 13 shops, 6 by the right, 6 by the left, and 1 downstairs was razed by fire, thereby millions of goods were indeed lost. We can confirm also that no life was affected, but then we also understand that between 45 minutes and 1 hour after that, Lasema arrived, and then the fire service also tried seeing how they can put off the fire. And then in the course of their statements, when we spoke with Lasema officials, they said they are still investigating the cause of the fire. But then there were eyewitnesses and those whom their goods were affected. Let me start with Olumide here. And Olumide is an eyewitness. Olumide, what exactly happened in the early hours of this morning? What did you notice?
Early hours of today, we have series of calls from all the stakeholders on this in this entire complex, and it was at that point everybody had to come. Those people that are nearby, those people that are close by, and few of us came around, and we saw that the light was something that we could not quench by ourselves. So at a point, we started seeing firefighters coming around. They really tried. They did all they could. At least we have about 3 trucks that came, firefighters, and they tried all they could and they quenched the light. So just that the whole of the building at the top floor was totally razed to the end. So we try as much as possible to know what really caused it and what caused it, because at that early hour, our security personnel called first to tell us that they brought light, because during the night there was no light. So in the morning they said they brought light and they saw spark on this particular floor, this window here. Okay. So they said they saw spark, and they called one of the stakeholders on the building, and before they could rush down, they could not control it. And the building shouldn't have gone down to this extent if not that the access key to each of the buildings, those people were not around. Right. We could not reach any one of them. Okay. Things like this is something that is avertable if those people were around. But unfortunately, they were not around to open the door in order for even the firefighters had to go through the roof, break down the burglaries for security, and to quench the light.
Well, like Olumide said, the firefighters, when they came, they had access into the building from the back. They had to break walls to indeed go in there. But I also have Chuks here with me. Chuks is one of the persons affected. His goods were totally razed by fire. Can you tell us the what and what exactly was affected, Chuks?
Thank you. It's a terrible experience. Early hours of today, we received a SOS call from the security officials that the plaza, the beat in particular, is on fire. So we started racing to this place. I got here a few minutes past 2. I was here when the whole thing the inferno was up. And I can attest that the men of federal or state fire service, they came, the Lasema, the ambulance, the police. But the challenge we have is that the offices were locked. We couldn't have access to the offices. And so the effort to break each office was not possible. It was a difficult one. So it's a devastating experience. My office is there, as you can see. My office is the second office there. Everything. Yesterday we offloaded. The worth of goods that were destroyed cannot be estimated as of now, because we need to put our head together to actually estimate and then calculate what we have. It's a terrible experience. It's a terrible experience. Thank you.
Well, Chooks just said he offloaded yesterday, and in the early hours of this morning, fire razed his particular office, and goods worth millions, have been affected. Well, investigation is still ongoing, and will certainly keep you abreast of happenings here in the Ikeja area of Lagos State, Computer Village precisely.